Take some time, if you haven't already, go outside and get a real feel for how nice today's weather is. What's being talked about in the next few days will bring a real change. Let's go to Hutch with the very latest on what's going on right now, which is all good. Hutch?
Everything is all good as we take a look at that Skycam. Just a few contrails and high clouds moving into the area after a 70-degree day for many of us here in the Southern Valley. And things change. Tomorrow we'll all notice an increase in clouds and cooler weather. Some will get some rain while western North Dakota sees the onset of the storm system. That'll move into the valley on Thursday, with many of us just getting rain for much of the day. When that transition to snow occurs will dictate snow amounts in a big way. For us, the most impactful portion of the weather comes Friday into Saturday, when the snow, heavy at times, will combine with very strong winds, and the likelihood of blizzard-like conditions is quite high. Here's a look at a winter storm watch that's impacting most of the region for our western counties Wednesday through Friday. For the valley and points off to the east, the main impact will be Thursday through Saturday. Temperatures still in the upper 60s. Lovely weather, although breezy from the south with gusts over 25 miles per hour. More clouds from the west will continue to increase through the overnight hours. Rain by morning for some. Mike, I'll have hour-by-hour details on the forecast for your midweek day, and we will detail that storm, including updates to your snowfall potential with the system in a moment.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Wet weather in September stopped most farmers in the valley from harvesting, and now potential snow could push farmers back even farther. Daryl Richardson with the NDSU's Ag Weather Network says he thinks farmers will be able to salvage most of their crops after this week's storm, but adds their yields will still be impacted.
And if it tracks the way it appears, the North Dakota farmers will probably have a much tougher next week than the Minnesota ones.
Richardson adds that this is one of the worst farming years he's seen in a long time, adding that this week's storm will set farmers back a minimum of 5 days. Farmers aren't the only ones being impacted by the volatile weather. Schools are now notifying parents, asking them to make sure that they're sending children to school with appropriate winter gear like hats and gloves. And to stay on top of the weather, make sure you have the Valley News Live Storm Team weather app. You'll get the latest forecasts and conditions so you can plan your day. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. Download it for free. The search is on for a runaway juvenile. Javante Malik Logan is 15 years old, 5 feet 8 inches tall, and approximately 138 pounds. He was last seen on Friday morning at school wearing gray Nike brand jogger-style pants and a dark green Columbia jacket. He wears his hair in a short dread style. Call 701-451-7660 if you have any information. Meanwhile, the search continues tonight in the Jamestown area for a 20-year-old male. Family members of Archie Covington MacArthur IV say they haven't seen him in over a month. He's African-American, male, stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighs approximately 290 pounds, and has brown eyes and black hair. MacArthur recently lived in Jamestown, but he also has ties to Fargo and to the Las Vegas area. Call Jamestown Police at 701-252-1000 if you have any information. A Ramsey County man has been charged with gross sexual imposition. Authorities say Paul Kavanaugh engaged in a sexual act with a victim less than 15 years old. Court records also show that Kavanaugh admitted to engaging in a sexual act with a 14-year-old in August. A Grand Forks man has admitted to trying to kill a woman by slashing her throat. Investigators say that Akmal Azazov of Grand Forks told police he believed the woman was a witch. Police say the incident took place on September 5th. Court records say that Azazov confronted the woman at her apartment building where he smashed her windows and then admitted to slashing her throat with a pocket knife. Witnesses helped the woman escape. He'll be sentenced in a little over a month.
Put a vaping device right into here, and then they can hide it right into this little pocket, and then they can just inhale on this end.
Data shows the number of students caught vaping in the Fargo metro area has nearly doubled since 2016, and this year isn't even over. Valley News Team's Joshua Pagero reveals which school district is seeing the biggest increase and the consequences for vaping at school.
As calls increase to ban vaping products, several national stores are pulling them off the shelves. Some vaping businesses are being accused by federal regulators of using ads to target kids. Numbers we recently collected show it may be working in the Fargo-Moorhead area.
Just the most recent youth risk behavior data showed that 33% of youth in high school used an e-cigarette at least once the past 30 days, which was an increase from in 2017, which was about 21%.
Fargo-Caz Public Health collects data on tobacco citations issued at schools. Since 2016, the number has increased from 28 to 54 as of August, and the year isn't even over. Fargo-Caz says the citations are mostly for vaping. Students enrolled in Fargo and West Fargo get citations when they're busted in school using tobacco. In Fargo, they get a citation the first time they're caught. In West Fargo, it's the second time.
They have to attend a tobacco education program that's instructed here at Fargo-Caz Public Health. We talk to them about the harmful effects of tobacco and nicotine.
Out of the 3 public school districts in the Fargo-Moorhead area that we requested data from, only one didn't send us any information, and that was Fargo Public Schools. They say they do not keep track of students that have been caught vaping or with vaping materials.
In West Fargo, during the 2018 to 2019 school year, 78 kids were caught vaping. Since classes began this year, the number is at 12. Moorhead didn't separate its data in school years. From September of 2018 to October 2nd of this year, there have been 55 incidents of tobacco usage resulting in discipline. 39 were for vaping. In Fargo, Joshua Piguero, Valley News Live.
For those of you looking for information on getting their student to quit vaping, please visit www.mylifemyquit.com. It's a website dedicated to teens. With the rapid increase in vaping-related illnesses, the North Dakota Department of Health has turned to their new tip line to get more information. Within the first 72 hours of opening the vaping tip line, more than 40 cases were reported, but not all reports have been helpful because callers are leaving out key information needed to confirm their cases.
People are, most of them are anonymously reporting, which is fine, but then that doesn't allow us to do some follow-up to see whether this person meets the case definition provided by CDC or not.
Healthcare officials are reminding informants that their contact information won't and can't be used outside the Department of Health. If you'd like to get to know your local law enforcement, now is your chance. Right now, Fargo police are throwing their annual Fargo United event. That's a live shot. Officials say that the goal is to build trust and to develop relationships between the department and the community that it serves. If you head over to Ed Clapp School right now, there's also free food, entertainment, and prizes, but you're going to have to hurry. It wraps up at 7. Later on Valley News tonight at 6. Hate to say it, but there could be some good coming out of the extended weather forecast.
Taking a look at temperatures across the nation today, we finally got a chance to see 70 degrees in Fargo, but just a glance to Calgary shows what's on its way. And it comes with flakes. I'll have details right after this.